Welcome back, guys, to XC2 Torna, the Golden Country, where last episode we headed to the settlement on Gormott only to find they had been burnt to a crisp as Lora was too late to meet her mother. On turning around to find trinkets for the other buried dead, the Mor Ardian forces appeared and Bridget attacked, thinking that we are the culprits that did this crime. With Hayes' power stopping the fighting, however, the Mor Ardian Emperor appears as we met Hugo, our third party member, as we continue on.
I guess you would get fortitude if you're eating her food. There's a massive ship over at the port. Oops, I just got her to go away, didn't I? Ah yes, that would be the Ardanian Flagship. You're kidding, that's yours? Makes sense. You want to make a show of your nation's might, do it with a big boat. When are we all board? It'd be a shame to leave some of us waiting outside. I don't need really. I'm terrible with stuffy environments, and all that noble food doesn't sit well with me. We could have the cooks recreate some of your country's cuisine if it pleases you. Appreciate the sentiment, Hugo, but I'll pass. Come on, Hayes. Right here, Lady Lora. They're going, said Tori. She's not going to get used to it anytime soon with that attitude. I just wanted to go check things out, but instead I've managed to zoop myself over here. I mean, this isn't our main quest destination.
What have we got here?
So that's problematic. That Crackerjack blade, you're new. Name's Kolagani. Kolagani the Blade. We know. My driver looks like an overgrown furball, but he's really a seasoned merc. A real hard nut. Thing is, I think he's gone in over his head this time. This job's too much for him to handle. So we've been looking around for drivers with a good track record who'd be able to join him. I can tell just by looking that you folks aren't some lousy Sunday drivers. You must have seen real combat. By the way, at the moment, I could be Mithra. No, I can't anymore. Mithra, why did you escape? I could have been you. You must see real combat, indeed. Yes. Best Mithra. Interested. But first I want to see how you measure up in a fight. As for the rules, let's have you pull off a second stage blade combo, say about 5 times. Sure. Doesn't matter which elements you use, just do any special, and then any other one that's level 2 or above 5 times. And obviously, since you can rely on your allies for linking up the specials, you want to try to mix it up. The place, time, and target is up to you. I just want to know if your blade combos are up to scratch. I may look like a meathead, but I know my ether. I can feel someone of your power level pull off a special wherever you are. Anyway, I've talked long enough. Hope you've got what it takes. The blade coaching is done. Stop exposing my legs. My legs are at least that much out. No. Right, we don't have to track that quest because it's just doing. Hitting an enemy with special begins a blade combo. A blade combo consists of 3 stages and finishing it requires you to move through them in order. The first, second and third stages of the blade combo require you to hit the enemy with a special that's at least level 1, 2 and 3 respectively to link them up. You can also link up other team specials. When a team can use a special, a combo request will appear on the screen for you to give the order. Think carefully. You can continue a blade combo all the way to stage 3 of specials of any element, as long as you keep to the level requirements, but there are some fixed routes. These critical routes number 16 in total, and they are composed of a particular sequence of elements. For example, one such route is Fire Light. A finished critical route will trigger a special animation and cause extra damage, so be on the lookout for the other 15 special element sequences. Is telling you to discover them yourself? Or can I just kind of remember the ones from the old game? Old game, he says. Like light. Or water, water. Or fire, water, fire? I don't know. Oh, Kurgane's joined. Right, well, as an aspiring salvager, Dudan. Meh. Dudan seeking into doldrums. He's not to live a quickly, punish sure to flip lid. Meh. Travellers! Please listen to Dudan's woes. Dudan is salvager by trade. As friend C, his entire livelihood. Dudan been diving off Lasham Cove with wood cylinders in effort to find specific treasure. Wood cylinders? Airtight? Maybe. Probably. But all Dudan find is useless collectibles, valuable scrap, more worth to throw away than keep. Probably fault of wood cylinders, not really built to last. Have heard salvagers in Mor Ardian use shiny silver cylinders or some such. Dudan not have luxury to use such high-tech equipment, but want to change that. It may be asking too much, but could Dudan trouble travellers for helping? Would need friends to collect apple lamps and alloy sheeting. Then Dudan can dive deep into cloud sea with silver cylinder on back and glide to treasure like Sleeky Serplond. If friends do this, we'll give all of leftover useless... no, sorry. I mean very, very precious bat hinges as reward. Dudan count on you. Salvage the Salvager.
Don't you worry. I've got this.
Well, I guess I'll get the items in time. he says. Never know, I might already have them. Well, we've got 17 people added to our community thus far. Now, if I look in here at the weapon vendor peddler, I'm just wondering if the tin ship is better. Nope, they've just got way better chips. So our main quest is way off there, but there's side quests on the boat. We have no business going there now. So just to pick up those side quests, I lost Haze and co. So let's gather them back again. It's not that far to get to Torrigoth after all. Then get to the middle and start our walk.
It was a nice change of pace.
It was!
All right, remind me why we're here again?
We're just walking. Ah.
What
We
have
didn't even
got
get in
here?
a battle with you, Adam. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. Just... It always feels best to be controlling the character with break. Especially when it follows in the break topple. Being able to start the chain, even that much, is really good. Like, super, super strong. So, there we go. Let's get back to where we were. We love Adam's sword? I think it's compensating for something.
That was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me
was
why
indeed.
we're here again?
Right, so we've beat the Flammies, we've beat the Bunnets. What's the easiest way to our destination? Doesn't seem like the Bunnets want to have a go. I'm walking his head and it's fine.
This is becoming addictive.
Well, I just need the stuff. It's not about addiction, it's just about requirements. So in terms of like the scope of where I'm actually going to, it looks like under the bridge and far away. There's quite a few firm wolves this way.
Spoiling for a fight.
Oh, hello, that's a lot of fighting.
Don't get overwhelmed.
Good luck.
Should we take out the stronger one of the lot first? Well, Laura's being beaten up horrifically. Oh my god, that knockback blowback was really good. And also, there's just other people with the ability to do the block now. I can't complain about that. Just mash through the most part. There's one guy left. Fortunately, I couldn't get to a level 2.
Leads to carelessness.
So start building that up.
So but a trifle with me here.
Well,
This is becoming
fast battles.
Of an expert.
Ah! Wood poured out of everywhere.
all right.
Right, Hugo needs to be fighting enemies to level up.
You'll impress me, Laura.
Generally, you only get good experience if the enemies are higher level than you.
My thanks.
You just know, like, everything's gonna go crazy once I get the topple. The firm Wolf is actually standing fairly firm. I'd love them to stop attacking so I can get that second blade combo on. Not gonna happen for me. That's Biet, gives the sub. Thank you very much, Bietja. Small beer. Yeah, Hugo's leveling up a lot from each fight, so that's cool.
If your heart falters, perhaps the
Other guys, maybe not so much. So I'm guessing Bridget must have the break. So here's me hoping that Steam Bomb will come up. So I'm going to stop attacking. Yeah, it did.
Wonderful team, you and I.
That must count as one.
I'm about as nimble as you are.
I'm glad nothing's jumping on me from above.
To that.
All right. Follow my lead.
Let's go for the group.
Focus, and we can pull this off.
I'll go for the small guy. Hugo's taking a lot of damage quickly. That's somewhat worrying, to be honest. Let's split the damage a little bit. I was going to pick that up then, but that didn't work out for me. I'm playing as the healer. Oh, hello. This is getting a bit much. I think we've killed the small guys. No, we haven't. There's a lot of heal up on the party, so we're looking good again. Right, so we need a level 2 special. Go on, Aegeon. Sort him out. Right, Hugo leveled up. Let's get a level 2 over here. Can you even hear me over the battle, crazy? As we get Key Affinity 2 award unlocked for Brigid and sort out a fair few enemies in the meantime. Ooh. Lora has a whip, yeah. It's cool. Right, so we've got points for Lora to spend too. So we'll take the ether increase.
Leaps and bounds.
We don't really want to have to revive teammates, but let's just get the full lower tier and then we'll build up from there. So you can now get the increased agility, so that's the lower tier done for Addam, unlocking the 3rd tier. Right, extends launch duration, increased ether. That was 20, yeah, not even that much. Right, increase the HP restore when reviving again, allows use of the art sign to B, and increases the critical hit rate during a chain attack by 10%. It's pretty good. Right, apart from you, you just about don't have that yet. Right, let's go to enhance arts, because there's going to be tons of arts I can increase.
I'm getting sharper, keener. It takes time and effort to get this.
So let's try to level up everyone's arts to level 2.
And effort to get this good.
Though something tells me doing Touch Me Not would be quite good, to be fair.
Watch for this one later.
Increases backstab damage, halves aggro. Ooh,
Watch for this one later.
it's quite a nice rearguard art, to be honest. So apart from that, we've got Illustrious Slash, which is the head reaction of Topple.
I can keep on going, especially at this rate.
That's just a switch art for him.
I can keep on going.
Let's get a level up
especially at
across the
this
board.
rate. When you've got it, you've got it.
The damage ratio is going up
This
ever
one's
so
second
slowly. I'll
nature
just
to
move
me
to
now.
this so you can actually see it. But generally needs me to get to the level 3
I
to
can
really
keep on
get
going, especially at
recharge
this
ups and
rate.
stuff, I'm pretty sure. Which would be the
This
thing I
one's
really
second
want.
nature to me now. This one's second nature.
That
to
was
me now.
enough. Transcend. Reduce own HP by 25% at maximum to extend target driver combo time. Ah, so that's what he did at the time the gauge went up higher. Haha, we're learning. Alright, let's take Shield
I
Bash.
shall aim ever higher.
Guard Shift. Restores
I shall
7%
aim
HP
ever
when
higher.
guarding. And increases
I shall
aggro.
aim ever higher.
That's what attack does. His rear guard arts.
I shall aim ever higher.
See, here's the problem, really. You get all these skills.
With this power, the way is clear.
Great.
With this power, the way is clear.
But I have to go through absolutely everything. So he's got cancel debuffs as well for his blade, so that's pretty good. Because they all have arts now, we have to go through the whole
Or
lot.
have I become stronger? My flame burns ever brighter.
I feel like they very deliberately
Strength can't be earned through sheer force.
made
My
her
technique has
menu
improved.
pink, but then I said that and
My
Aegeon's
technique
menu
has
is pink too.
improved. I grow ever more polished.
So let's keep getting these
Me,
arts.
or have I become stronger?
Doesn't so much matter
Is it me,
what
or
we're
have
leveling
I
up at this
become
point,
stronger?
just trying to
Is
build
it
up strength
me,
across
or
the board.
Have I become stronger?
Is it
I
me or
grow
have I
ever
become
more
stronger?
polished. I grow ever more polished.
And Quicksilver erects a barrier that absorbs fixed damage. It's kind of
what
cool.
I get for keeping up my training.
That's what he gets. Alright, the rear guard arts for Jin.
Tempered by discipline. This power is for you.
Ooh, the switch art. Let's power that up.
This power is for you.
Though Frostbreak seems pretty good as well. The damage that it does from the back row seems pretty good. Stormy Skies, no special effect. Just, oh, her reaction is Smash. So if there's a launch, you can switch to Haze and Smash. That's pretty cool.
It would appear I'm stronger. I'll keep giving it my all.
Strong smashes.
It would appear I'm stronger.
A very nice art kind of thing. Apart from that, we've already got most of that leveled up. So it's just Mithra left, I think.
This should be wild.
Whose talent art is Glimpse the Future. When becoming a passive barrier can be used repeatedly. Evade fixed number of subsequent enemy attacks affects whole party.
This should be wild.
That's going to be a bit harder to trigger, I feel. Her blinding flash does smash as well.
No one is hurting my friends.
So that's
More
a
power for me.
fair gain across the party at this point in just terms of like stats, abilities and damage. So we'll take that and continue on our way. Hugo's like, you need to battle more of these.
Lora, stay close.
You should be able to change in battle as well, not just before the battle. That could do much strategy. Maybe they're saving that for a new game, you know? As we start on the next one, I'm going to use heat. No, Volt. And now we should be able to get a level 2. Go for our quest.
Your sword fighting is so boorish, Mithra. You remind me of a rabid Gogol, the way you swing that sword around.
Oh, you're gonna say that to me? You with your swords that stretch out like Ardanian dog leashes? Actually, I just imagine you walking around with 2 dogs. And I gotta say, it might be kind of a good look for you.
God, these girls are catty as hell! Well, there's a place to go. But it looks like not really for me just yet. Let's continue on up this way. Oh, there's another plan bus. Right, it actually wants me to go this way.
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to oblige.
Right, Addam and Lora aren't that far from leveling. They've been gaining more experience than you got, I feel. Well, they're going to kill that one. So I'm going to switch target. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Too much. I think they're just killing things really effectively. They've definitely tuned like the battle time in this version of the game from what it was before. Like super seriously. It's way less. Tell me, you finally found the uninhabited Titan? Oh really? That's right, made it there without scratch. The map, the bard's song, the Elder's legend. It was all true. I wish you could have had some of that fun after you bonded me. No fair. Of course, back then, I had no idea that I'd be the driver in Aegis someday. Not a clue. And I also had no idea that I'd end up with a blade who was so hungry for experience. I mean, I prefer it when you have something interesting to say. I choose to take that as a compliment. Well, sure, it was hardly boring discovering that legendary and uninhabited Titan. The natives gave us a fine chase. Natives? I thought you said it was uninhabited. Well, to be precise, we didn't meet any humans there. Just some monsters of the Arachno, Anton, Skeeter variety. Many bugs. Cool! And they were pretty huge specimens too. Must have looked like extra tempting appetizers to them. There were really quite a lot of them. We were lucky to get off the Titan in one piece. A fine recompense for an adventurous heart. So your plans to build a holiday villa there came to nothing. It's more than a little tragic. Wait a second. Holiday villa comes a little bit too much close to heart. Find an island, build a holiday villa. East 8. And the chat. It's like you had pre-cognizance. Precogs you are. Whatever. It's what you went for to build a holiday villa. It's more than a little tragic indeed. Well, I mean, that wasn't the primary aim. Is that what everyone thinks of when they find a deserted island? Build a holiday villa? Perhaps I didn't get a material reward, but I certainly got a spiritual reward. Things didn't work out quite so well for my playmates, though. How so? It was a kind of paradise for insects, but I heard later that it was laid waste by someone or other. The ways of humans are often cruel. What's done is done. It was a time of war, and they had to find a place for some refugees. The monsters couldn't have grasped that. They probably just saw arrogant humans wrecking their home. Telling of it falls hard upon my ears. Your Majesty, forgive my interruption, but this appears to be the location mentioned in the report. So we're here already? The journey passed at the blink of an eye, thanks to Addam's enchanting tales. Your servant's humble recounting was able to relieve your imperial tedium. Truly the most blessed of men am I! Oh, I do wish you'd cut it out, Addam. I am not your better, and you should know it. Wouldn't be so sure of that, Hugo, old friend. Now then, Mithra, I'd really like to get your opinion on this, as the Aegis. I've got hair that's crazy. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this isn't Malos' handiwork. How did you come to that conclusion, Mithra? Malos' attacks would have melted the earth and turned it into glass. Whatever did this only scorched the grass. It can't have been such a high temperature. That's a very wise deduction. We're lucky to have you for an ally. I offer my apologies to you all for leading you to this disappointing conclusion. Nay, Aegon. We could not have known without further investigation. With each possibility we discard, we move all the closer to our goal. Everyone, look there! It's a big one! Indeed, we cannot let it run riot. Just think of the damage you could do if we got to Lasham Cove or a settlement. Everyone, get to it! Beat up the big ass thing? Sure! The Dispare Ropl. Ow! Get in there, tank boy! I'm going round the side. Probably a bit rude to call you tank boy, but still. Well, the Dispare Ropl looks like it's going down fairly fast. Ow, nice timing! You stopped me using my ability! I can't even heal! Can you really use Flame Bolt, or do I have to use Photon too? Yeah, I can't use Flame Bolt, that's only a level 1.
What do you do when the going gets tough?
Well, we go into another cutscene, that's what we do. Fire Sweet Monster! It's a good thing we had a G on hand. Perhaps it's bold of me to say, but I've dealt with worse. Well, it seems safe to assume that this was the cause of the burn marks. I never have dreamed that such a foul fiend could have lain in wait so close to Torikoff. Maybe it was driven out of its original home in a territorial dispute. I've heard that happens from time to time. Yeah, maybe. And one of these some humans stole or smashed his home up. We call them monsters, but to them, we're the monsters. Indeed, it must be thus. A day shall dawn where man's exploitation of the Titans will bring us all to ruin. Perhaps that dawn is already upon us. A forward-thinking king. That's what it seems to be.
Interesting thing you've got there.
Malos, enough.
It's all right. Indal's most sacred treasure, the Aegis. It is said to be the embodiment of the Architect's light, the divine revelations our founder Maldonare received.
Really? Then... that's what I will be called too. After all, I am born of divinity, not just some reflection.
You believe yourself so strong?
Don't you?
Your situation doesn't look good. Boltrick is not going to let it go. And you can't hide behind the Praetor forever.
That has nothing to do with you.
If that were true, you wouldn't be here. here.
What is this place?
It's a very tasty secret, formerly known only to the Praetor and me. The essence of our Judician forebears, originally salvaged from the bottom of the Cloud Sea. Some of it may hail from the fabled land of Moretha.
Moretha?
Look. This here display is a diagram of what human cells are made of. And then this one here is a blade's.
Astonishingly alike.
Of course. After all, they are descended from humans too. That in and of itself isn't too shocking. But this...
It's the same, isn't it?
Just wait.
That's a core crystal.
Exactly. A blade's core crystal contains information not only pertaining to humans. It also records schematics describing all manner of animal tissues.
You're saying blades contain detailed information of all living creatures?
Not just that. Have a look at this undeveloped part. That is from a Titan. It suggests that this particular piece may one day develop into a Titan. Isn't it mind-boggling? A message from the architect, no doubt.
From the architect?
Indeed. This is just what you were after. I wish to investigate this and learn more of what the architect has in store for this world. And perhaps claim this knowledge for our own.
Including the Praetor?
Perhaps. Isn't this in line with your own goals? Well then, I may as well help out.
I believe that concludes my mission. Shall we head to the flagship? Come on me, it's a good place for us to exchange information. It's currently moored at Lasham Cove. And to Lasham Cove we go! Alright, we completed the main story quest, Para Unimaginable, but it was more interesting what's going on somewhere else, isn't it? I love seeing a thing. It's majorly spoiling Xenoblade Chronicles 2. You may not mean it that way, but what do you expect being a prequel? You expect it to have no story tie-ins at all, or explanations of people and stuff. Of course it's gonna expand on the lore. That's what this is for. It might be a prequel, but it's still a game that came after the other, so it's got to expand upon things as we get ourselves another Affinity Award. I don't think it's spoiling. It's not that useful information. Right.
Master your emotions.
Okay, so we got focus level 2 for using Mithra's favourite pouch items as a category 2 times because it finally got used again. Just waiting as it goes around the time. She's only got her blocks done, so that's not bad. We've got
Think of the possibilities.
Bridget, who I was about to call some other name, has leveled up. So she's got to use Poten's Blade, Wheel of Penance. She's got to kill anything specific. Receive a certain amount of damage is fine. And with treasure troves, collect stuff, we're fine for that.
Cooking is naturally learned by doing.
Yeah, it is. Defeat Celsus Telos we still got to do. So we'll get to that.
But if you don't expect, like, for example, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 to be related,
time crept up on us, it
then,
seems.
you know.
There's something quite magical about traveling beneath the stars.
You can choose to play games in any order. You can go with informations and have different realizations in different orders. It's fine. Right, so, let's put it this way, if Nintendo think, or Monolith Soft think it's still a good play-in between X and Y, like one game or the other, you can play either in any order, then you can play either in any order. It's up to the beholder. Let's go to Rare Sense of Justice and just put that as my tracked one for the time being. Because I'm just wondering, like, if that will give me some more marks upon the map for me to go and try and find more stuff. But no is the answer to that. So I guess we just got to head in there, get those extra quests, and then see what opens up here on Gormott. Huh, there's a massive ship over the port. Indeed there is. We've already seen it. And we've already been through this. Okay, that's yours? Yes, it is. Right, so let's skip this scene because we've already seen it. We've seen it once. Don't you see it again? Right. Let's go.
What have we got here?
So we're talking to everyone here. We are good with that. No more quests, but finally we move on with the story a bit more. He says after just moving on with the story.
Right. So it was the Sion forces that ravaged this area.
Yes. Many troops remained here with no orders after Malos sank their homeland. We're doing our best to disarm them, but... well, you've seen the village. Sadly, it's happened more than once.
The powers that be bicker among themselves, ignoring the larger danger.
And right now, that is the one thing we cannot afford. I will go take a look. Incidentally, how has Torna been faring?
I'd like to tell you that the people bask in the peace of His Majesty's rule. But I'm afraid that would be a lie.
Same as everywhere else then, yes?
Torna has not escaped Malos' rampage unscathed.
If that is so, allow me to offer you the Imperial Army's assistance in this time of...
Don't worry about it. This is exactly the reason why Indol entrusted her to me.
Ah, so you came. The future king of Torna. I'm glad I thought to send a messenger.
King, don't joke about it. Rumors like that could cause trouble at home.
I am merely a quester. I hold no such influence.
I quested today, but tomorrow?
The core's color is different. And she's a woman, too. Quite lovely indeed. Malos was all brawn and brutish strength.
You worry?
No, quite the contrary. Everybody knows a blade's appearance bears no relation to their power. You could be the heroine of our resistance.
No, I won't be anyone's anything.
That's fine now. I have only one thing to ask of you. To rectify the mistake I made and erase Malos from the face of the world.
So that's why the returning hero, pacifier of the Borderlands, was really just...
Never before has a blade broken free and rampaged like this. I can see why Indol would prefer to keep it quiet. They're even routing support to the militia through Argentum for deniability.
And then towards you.
I'm just some princeling. Me.
Surely, if you defeat Malos, your cover will be blown.
If indeed. But we're not in it for the glory, are we? When we're done, I'll just plow my fields in peace.
Your Majesty, some of our troops have returned to base, but...
Is something wrong?
They're all reporting something strange. A marauding group of routed mercenaries, trying to avoid any attention.
Just remnants, hmm? That is strange. There's not much around here for them, in the way of paid work or opportunities for looting.
As your Majesty commanded, our men did not engage. We confirmed their bearing, then withdrew.
And? Where were they going?
The village outskirts.
But why there? There's nothing but graveyards.
What the?
Oh no.
At first, I thought to take it. But I'd made it for her, and I'd like her to keep it forever.
So, the bitch is dead, is she? Shame. I had a soft spot for her. Ha! Guess you learned how to use a weapon at least. Big change from a tiny kid trying not to piss herself in fear.
You're... No!
God! You remember me? How touching.
A face that ugly, I couldn't forget. Trust me, I tried.
Harsh.
What do you want? Not that I can't imagine.
I'm here to take back what's mine, kid. But before that, I'll take a bit of time to express my gratitude to you. It ain't gonna be pretty or quick. Then I'll make that blade watch as I cut you into little sticky chunks, just to make sure the last thing he feels is complete despair.
I'll hold them up. You get to the others quickly.
No use. Hayes, he knew about you. He brought no blades, just more mercs.
Exactly. Don't worry. I'm gonna treat you real good before I get to the cutting.
Our pie formation has changed, not the good bit. Bring my music back. Oh, we start again. Right, well, now it's time to survive this. You roll over there, that's fine. I'm going to try and take on these ones. And we'll see what we can do from there, because it looks like I might be able to level up. As we take out anti-prophetic Archibald. We can switch in. We've only got slash if we do. But to be honest, I feel like I should continue on. Try and just get some level ups. Right, he's enraged, has he? As long as we take out the smalls, we'll be okay with the rest. Wow, that was one hell of a punch, lady. Now we're on to you. Let's take this guy out. Well, Hayes has lit Summer Breeze in the meantime. Thank you for telling me in the meantime. Right, we are healed and ready to keep fighting. What'd you do then? Oi! Don't tell me I want to use my special! No! Take that, Gort! Here comes the birdie indeed.
Think again, girlie.
Whew.
You're starting to piss me off. Oi! Surround them so they don't get away.
My lady, you have to go.
It's all right. He's here.
You bastard! No! Ah! Ah! No! We're done for! Let's run!
Enough. What's next then? Right leg? Or the left? Or how about...
Enough. That's enough, Jin. Just leave him. For my sake.
So you let him go? Even without his arms, he may cause you more trouble one day.
I didn't want to end it here. He might deserve it, but he did take care of my mother, so... Let's go back. I suppose I can bring myself to step foot on this flagship after all.
Ah! My arms! My arms! Bastards! I'm gonna kill them! Every last one of them! Ah! Huh? The hell are you? Ah! Stop it!
What are they doing to him? Well, okay, I will admit I kind of got a justice one on when a certain someone started talking well badass. Jin! Got a mean streak in him. Who'd have guessed? Hoi! That was kind of cool, and to be honest, I was kind of hoping for the pure revenge. You just try to kill her. It's not, you know... It kind of would have been justified to off him at that point, I feel. In this kind of world, of course, not the real world. But what are they doing to him?
They grabbed his head. They put the palm on his head. What the hell have they done? We'll play more to find out. Well, it's time to go back to the overthing. We've still got to destroy tons more barrels. Oh, that's a long-term quest. Across Torna and Gormott. That's why we started with like 17 or something. So basically, that's a long-term collectible quest. Now I've just realised that factoid.
This is becoming addictive.
Still not as badass as Dunban. Well, each to their own. I liked it. Let's warp our way over. I want that quest, but I know it's a high-level area. But considering what he did to Lora, you can understand why Jin act that way.
Stay vigilant.
Damn these ancient mechanisms. Why can't I play with them?
This is becoming addictive.
I want to play with more. It's becoming addictive. Well, here we are. Welcome aboard, my honoured guests. It's funny. I was expecting to be all glitz and glamour. Halls of gold, diamond chandeliers and all that. Well, there's nothing like that here. Well, it's much better. It all depends on the country. Some of the nobility likes to travel in style, and believe me, they don't go halfway. Mor Ardian, on the other hand, is a military state. They take a more pragmatic approach. Just as their emperor must be a masterful driver, so must their diplomatic vessels be armed for war. That is the Ardanian way. So long as its mission is not a covert one, every flagship under our command must be a throne I may ascend. And as the leader is the first of all, what then? Jin! It's alright, Lora. He makes a valid point. That is precisely why Aegeon and Bridget, the jewels of the Empire, have been bestowed upon me. Your Majesty. We will do everything in our power to protect you, Your Majesty, even at the cost of our lives. I am blessed to have such loyal companions. Your Majesty, we have urgent news! His Majesty is currently entertaining guests. I would entreat you to not incur his displeasure. My humble apologies, Your Majesty. It's alright. I trusted the news of special importance. Please give us your tidings. Of course, Your Majesty. As you know, we've applied stricter regulations to our scout patrols in light of the recent tragedy at Torgoth. Well, one of our patrols happened upon a young Gormotti near the camp as Seagull fell, but they lost track of him. So you think he might be a survivor? We believe so. We can send out further patrols immediately, if His Majesty assents. I see. I'm sorry we had to keep you waiting. Please go ahead. Yes, Your Majesty. I would like for our country to shelter as many refugees as falls within our means. I do hope he can be found quickly. Wait, we should go with them. What for? The army's not exactly short-staffed. He's just a kid. He'll be scared witless of the soldiers. Of course he's going to run away. Lola's got a point. Very well, let's head out. We would do well to make haste before he strays any further afield. Thanks, guys. You're such a bunch of do-gooders. It's going to land us in trouble someday. Do-goodery never lands you in trouble. Don't be stupid. Where's the boy gone?
In troubled times, we help each other.
And boys. Lost boys. Right then. You seen a mutant monster? Well, we could probably fight one now at this point. Well, Lita, I'm not sure we've done what you want yet. Or have we? Get a grip, I beg you. What's the use of worrying before you even set off? No, see, that's the worst part. I thought I'd have the courage by now, but it's just... Seven the manor. You seem troubled. Who are you then? Oh, this is great, Kada. Look, we could just ask these people for help. Are we really going to go through all this again? If I could interject, why don't you just tell us what's wrong and then we'll take it from them? I see, so Lisa's only just become a driver? That's right, so I've come to Gormott to explore around, hoping I get a bit stronger. And that's why you're asking strangers for their help as soon as we arrive. Makes sense. Is that how little faith you have in me? Hey, that's not fair. You know, I just... How about this? After you head off, we'll follow you at a distance. So we can step in if things get ropey? If it looks like you're managing on your own strength, we'll leave well alone. Does that sound good? Huh, that seems reasonable enough. It does. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. I knew we'd end up stepping into something like this. Come off it, Mithra. Our meeting here was also the work of fate, after all. Before you go, we should establish a clear goal. We can't keep providing aid forever. For the time being, let's say we'll head for the Saline Springside. Or Saline, yes. It's meant to be somewhere nearby. Hayes, any ideas? I've heard before it is somewhere on the Titan's back. It should be far from here. Of course! I mean, the Titan's back is basically where everything is on. Well done, Hayes. Right on. In that case, we're off. It's time to move backward. I mean forward? You know what I mean. I'm sorry she managed to get you roped into this. Here I go! Her first adventure is off.
We never turn a blind eye to people in need.
We'll set that as active, because that's one we can actually do now. Right, and they're off, so meh, meh, meh. Nothing else to shop at or gain as items, so off we go then.
Aren't we intrepid?
Technically, killing that towels would get me what I need. We'll come back for you. We still got business to do in here after all. Are you leveling up? Stop leveling up! So essentially where we're after is just up where the water pools down over here. But there's another quest up there. What the, well, there's quests either way when you think about it. Ah! There's 2 quests on the blooming boat. Can't forget them. Can't forget them. More quests. No Tora, Tiger. Not been invented yet. What were the Kiseans? Raids by Malos. I hope Mor Ardian can make it through. But I worry what would happen if we couldn't maintain our strength. We're supposed to be His Majesty's vanguard. In the face of this kind of threat, we ought to be looking for some fresh energy to bolster our defense. Where did you guys spring from? What? Why do we need to bolster our defense, you say? Sure, it's obvious. One only has 2 choices in life. Success through strength or weakening and weakness. Well, that's in the world the way it is right now, at least. So, if there's something I can do to make His Majesty a little stronger, what I mean to say is, I want to be a more strong and effective soldier, for the good of my homeland. And even if we're up against an opponent like Malos, I still want to do what I can. That's right, probably learn a thing or 2 from you guys. You look like you can handle yourselves. Maybe you'll do me the honour of giving me a bout. But don't hold back, no need to sugarcoat it. Just come at me like it's the real thing. That's the sort of mindset that we'll need if we're going to have a hope of standing up to the Aegis. I'm known as the best shot in the whole of the Empire. I was going to say, Imperial Army. Underestimate me at your peril. Here I come. No, don't shoot me.
We'd be more than happy to assist.
They have a good tale of snipers in the past, don't they?
Oh, I think we've been spotted.
I love that. Not an adequate time for this to appear, in my opinion. What?
Just fine.
I'm over here. Alright, there's my healing back. Phew. Okay, we're still alive. That's worrying. Wow, he nearly just one-shot me. I didn't like that at all, that's for sure. Well, we got another 2 on our combo there. Somehow I don't think we're going to reach 3. Maybe if I stop attacking, Mithra will get there. Nope, down he goes. Phew. It's covering the battle screen. The Balfian is being defeated. Oh. Hey, even stronger than you look. Such incredible power. That first snipe was powerful enough. I'm the best sniper in the Imperial Army, but you made light work of me. You've shown us all up. It's not just your physical strength either. It's the way that you fight your strider and blade, that incredible synergy. I get the feeling your true strength lies in the connection that you have. You show me the way! From now on, I won't see myself as a lone wolf anymore, but as part of a larger whole. Now think of my friends, and all the Ardanian people, and all the future generations. I'll make my goal in life to be someone who is loved and respected by my people. This battle has taught me what I really ought to be aiming for in life. I hardly have the words to thank you. We could take Balfian. And we gathered him to our community.
That's so sweet.
That's so sweet. Seems kind of egotistical to me. Well, that sucked. But luckily, I had the presence of mind to not attack. And then let...
Another problem solved.
Here's the weird bit. We let his king get beaten up by him. That makes no sense. He shouldn't have shot his king. Well, 2 critical ups and a far-sighted talisman I'll take. That's a little bit stupid. Right, Gion leveled up to level 2 though, as quests, of course, give us new stuff. Hayes discovered a new recipe.
Alright then. So, let's just go through all the affinity charts by doing this to make sure that we've unlocked everything.
It would seem I have much left to learn.
It's mainly using your specials by looking at though. Raise affinity, finish an enemy, use specials to participate in a chain attack. We still got to beat Celsa Teos. We should get to that really, to be able to unlock evade and attack, which should be pretty easy to get once we sort that out. Right, Serene Springside, Cascade Crabapple. That's what we're going for there.
I'll have to show this off for Lady
Hayes,
Lora.
of course, learned that in the other event. Dealt 60 critical hits for Lady Lora. Got to collect one more HP potion. And a Thers Golebel at Audio Great Plains. Thers Golebel, what are they again? Must have fought one already, to be honest. Right, Pinch Bonnet, that's just using our skills and spells and abilities. No fighting a certain enemy. Yeah, everything else is just keep fighting, keep doing. Got to get our enemies when we can. Right, Homesick Mechanic, Hassan. What's going on with you? Ooh.
You're coming with me.